What's going on, guys? Welcome to my January 2014 update. Now, I was going to make this an update about the things I've watched over the last month, because I got a ton for Christmas and I've been watching a lot of them. But I picked up a lot, and I wasn't even really meaning to. But yesterday I went to Disc Replay with Andrew. We made a wheeling around town. It'll be up in a few days. But they were just bringing out tons of DVDs from the back room, and they had this brand new bin thing, and they were just stacking them all up there. There was just so many, ranging from $2 to $3. So I went a little crazy and bought 12 DVDs. They did mess up one, so I have to go back, and hopefully they can get me the right disc. They put the wrong disc in the case. But let's start off with some of the other ones I picked up. I'll show you the 12 DVDs last. I picked up 3 Studio Ghibli. Seriously, tell me how to pronounce that. I think it's Ghibli. But I picked up 3 of their studio titles. I picked up Ponyo, I think it's actually pronounced Ponyo, but I'm just going to call it Ponyo. It's actually, Andrew informed me of this because I bought him one too for Christmas, because I was really late on getting him a Christmas gift, so I bought him one of these when I ordered mine. But and it's really rare to come with the slipcase now too, even though it is in a little bit rough condition. But this movie came out on Blu-ray 4 years ago, so it's pretty nice to get a slipcover with it, even if it is in a little bit rougher condition. I always prefer to have a slipcover if I can get it. But he informed me that this was basically a retelling of Little Mermaid. And so, I really liked Disney's rendition of Little Mermaid. And this is another Disney movie, but it's the Japanese version of Little Mermaid, I guess. So I'm really looking forward to watching this because it's supposed to be really, really good. So, yeah. I also picked up from Up on Poppy Hill, which I don't really know what this is about either, but another Studio Ghibli movie that I'm interested in seeing because Studio Ghibli is an amazing studio. So I picked this up for $12. Wish I would have had a slipcover, but oh well. Don't really know what it's about. And the big one, which is Spirited Away, this won Best Animated Picture in 2002, the Academy Award for it. It is not on Blu-ray. I assume it will come to Blu-ray at some point, but I haven't watched it. It's supposed to be just incredible, really, really good. So looking forward to watching that one. But yeah, really looking forward. Wish it would have came with a slipcover like Mononoke did, but oh well. I don't think they're making slipcovers for new DVD copies of it anymore. But those are the 3 Studio Ghibli movies that I picked up. Not very expensive. I think Up on Poppy Hill was $12, Ponyo was $16, and I don't remember how much Spirited Away was. But anyway, back on to Big Lots, or these 2 are Big Lots. One of them was Best Buy. I picked up Starman, John Carpenter, Jeff Bridges. I'd never heard of it, but once I saw Jeff Bridges was in it, because I really like Jeff Bridges, and also John Carpenter directed, I was really interested in it. You can see I picked it up for $3. I have no idea what it's about. It's supposed to be about an alien or something, but it's supposed to be okay, pretty good. Also picked up Borat. Now, this movie it's hilarious. It really is. It's funny, but it's just so crude. And if you're like faint of heart, my mom could never watch this movie because it's too crude for a lot of people. But I thought it was really funny. So for $3, also it had slipcover in good shape too. So it's kind of odd to find it. DVD didn't look too bad, but then again, it was never really a good-looking movie either, because it was supposed to be filmed with like shitty cameras, because they're from a third world country kind of. So yeah, Borat for $3, not a bad deal. Also, I was at Best Buy picking up something else. I was picking up a PlayStation Plus card, and I picked up Superman Unbound. They had it for $4, and I really like Superman, and I really like DC animated. This one's about Brainiac coming to Earth, and it's an interesting movie. And John Noble actually voices Brainiac. If you don't know who John Noble is, he plays Walter on Fringe, and he was also in Lord of the Rings. He's in a lot of different stuff. He's never really a leading guy, I wouldn't say, but he has an interesting voice, and he's an intimidating voice character cause he just has a special voice, I'm trying to say. But Superman Unbound is pretty good. I wish I would have got it on Blu-ray, because the Blu-ray probably would have looked a lot better. The only thing about this is I don't like the way they drew Superman. I don't know. The best way they've ever drawn Superman was in the Justice League and his own animated series. That was just the best. And whenever they make a new Superman animated movie, they always draw him differently, and I don't know why. In this one, he's kind of tall, and he's just tall and thin. And I mean, Superman's supposed to be like huge, broad shoulders and stuff like. I don't know, but I just didn't really like the way they drew him. Okay, so now we're going on. I only picked up these 3 Blu-rays. I picked this up a long time ago. Paranorman. This is a great movie. I really, really liked it. It is kind of like the stop motion claymation type thing, but it's done so well you can't even tell. You would think it was computer generated, but I don't think it is. But really, really good movie. Really funny. It's got a lot of adult humor in it, and it's still appropriate for kids. It's just a great movie. It pays a lot of homage to homage. I never say that word right. To other horror movies, because Norman is actually really into horror movies in the movie, zombie movies. But someone calls him, and he answers his phone. His ringtone is the Halloween theme from the John Carpenter Halloween movie, and it's just I really like touches like that. It's really cool. But the movie is really, really good. I absolutely loved it. Blu-ray looks really good too. If you can pick that up, definitely do so, because it's just a great movie. But if you're kind of skeptical of it, I do believe it is streaming on Netflix, so definitely watch it, because it is really, really good. Next up was the gift I got from Rich. We hadn't seen each other in a long time. Couldn't give it to us before on Christmas, definitely, but before Christmas either. So he gave me Paul, the Blu-ray Steelbook. I think this is called the Real Hero Steelbook. He picked this up on Black Friday because he works at Walmart, and he got it for $4, which is a really good deal. I think he picked up a couple of these Steelbooks too, but I like Paul. It's good. I really do like it, and it's my favorite of the Simon Pegg Nick Frost movies. I actually did get Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead for Christmas, a double pack of that on Blu-ray, and they were good. I liked them, but they were I don't know. I liked them, but I didn't laugh too much at them. There were a couple parts in Hot Fuzz that were really funny, like when they were jumping over the fences and Nick Frost just kind of fell through on them. That was really funny. But a lot of it was just it was a good movie. It was entertaining, but it wasn't funny to me. This movie is a lot more funny to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just my kind of humor, but mainly because they're nerds in it, and they're always talking about Star Wars and aliens and stuff like that. Things I'm interested in. But I really like Paul. It's a good looking Blu-ray. The Steelbook's pretty cool looking. You can see. I don't know how hard these are to come by now, but 2-disc Blu-ray DVD. Like I said, this is my favorite Nick Frost and Simon Pegg movie. So I haven't seen The World's End, but I did. My brother had gotten it from Netflix, and I watched probably the first 20 minutes of it, and then I just went on to do something else. But yeah. So next up is one I got from DisneyMovieRewards.com. I redeemed for 1,400 points and $3 shipping. Tangled 3D. I wish this would have had a slipcover, but for $4, getting a $30 Blu-ray, because this is still really expensive, $35. I'm happy to have it, because I've never seen Tangled, but I saw the ending of it because my brother redeemed for this too, and he was watching it. This looks stunning on Blu-ray. Man, this looks good. I haven't watched it, my copy, but on his TV, it looked really good. And it's a story of Rapunzel, the long hair and stuff like that. I don't know much more about it, but it looked so good. And we don't have Blu-ray TV, or I don't have a 3D Blu-ray TV. I don't have a 3D TV, and I don't plan to, being that I just bought a new TV. But if the occasion ever occurs where I'm in the presence of a 3D TV, I may pop this in, or take it and pop it in, just to see what 3D's like. I'm not a huge fan of 3D. I've seen a couple movies in 3D. I saw Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 in 3D, and I was like, what's the point? Avatar I saw in 3D, and 3Ds they're just not a part of what I like about movies. So it's cool to have the 3D copy. I guess it's my second 3D Blu-ray, and it's unintentional to get the 3D, but happy to have it because it comes with the regular Blu-ray. So Next up are the 12 DVDs I got from Disc Replay. I got 12 DVDs, 2 of them are free because it's buy 5 get the 6 free, so I bought 10 and got 2 of them for free. Spent about $25 on all of these, and I think I got some really good titles. Other ones, no one's probably not going to like except for me, but the first one I wanted to pick up was The Fog. This is the original from 1979, and this is the one I have to go back for because they gave me this disc. Mass Destruction, and I have no idea what this is. It looks like it's about kickboxing or something. I looked up on Rotten Tomatoes, and nothing came up. I didn't know what it was. I have no idea what this is about, but it's definitely not The Fog. So I want my movie. You know, I want the movie I wanted to buy. So I have to go back, and they probably won't believe me, and I'll have to return it and get something else. But that's the one I wanted. So yeah, this is the original 1979. So that one for $2 is a good deal. I got this one, Death Wish. What's his face? Charles Bronson. Now, my parents are always talking about this movie. They absolutely love this movie. They keep telling me how brutal it is. I think it was made in 1974. And you can see this is actually from Blockbuster. I couldn't think of it. Blockbuster. I guess Disc Replay bought the stock out of, closing down Best Buys. There are no Best Buys. There were never any Best Buys where I live now. Or Best Buys, Blockbusters. They were never any Blockbusters where I am now, but there was one really close to where I lived before a few years ago, and I went there when it was closing down, but I didn't look at any of the movies. I guess I was stupid back then. But Death Wish, I think this is actually a new copy too, because that cover is on the Blu-ray release of it that's coming out soon or already out. But for $3.33, Death Wish. Also picked up Lost in Translation. This is supposed to be a really, really good movie too, but I've never seen it. I picked up The Graduate for $2, which I've seen half of, and it was really good. Another DC animated, which is Superman Doomsday. Really, really good movie. I picked up Hollow Man because I like Kevin Bacon, and it's supposed to be a cheese fest. I also picked up Semi-Pro. I like Will Ferrell. I picked this up because I originally had the original Poseidon Adventure. I was going to buy the original Poseidon Adventure on DVD with Gene Hackman. And I took it up there, and they were getting all the discs out. And they came back up to me and said, we can't find the disc for this movie. So you'll have to pick out another movie to get... I'm getting all choked up. I don't know why. To get a different movie. So I went back and found Midnight Express. Now, I've heard of this, and I know it's supposed to be really good, but I don't know anything about it. So for $2, not happy to have it. Also picked up Liar, Liar. Now, this is supposed to be a really, really good movie. One of Jim Carrey's best. So I bought it because it's supposed to be good. Picked up Halo Legends, another animated type thing. I really like Halo. I've always really liked Halo, so looking forward to watching that. And the next two are two Andrew recommended to me. And it's Final Fantasy Advent Children. Yeah, okay. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Now, I've never played Final Fantasy VII, the original on PS1. If they remade it, I'd definitely play it. I actually should probably buy it on PSN and play it because it's supposed to be really, really good. But for $3.33, it's supposed to be pretty good. And he said this one was actually better than that one. It's a standalone movie, so I don't have to. I wouldn't have had to play any of the games to watch this one. It's called The Spirits Within. So these are two he recommended. I'm going to watch them and see how they are. But that is the update. Quite a few DVDs. That's really gross. I'm sorry. So yeah, tell me if you guys got any good deals. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.